até umas 4h30.
It's okay. Okay, we can finish early.
Tá.
Or we can finish at 4 because it's gonna be only you, I think. It's gonna be only you.
Pronto, melhor ainda. Na
Gonna
verdade,
be-
eu só posso até 4 horas mesmo. É que eu
gonna be
sempre
faster.
estendo um pouquinho. Tá.
So now let's start a new chapter, okay? It's gonna be 11A. We're gonna talk about culture shock in general, okay? Then we're gonna learn some adverbs of manner and modifiers. Then another adverbs, and for the pronunciation, I'm gonna learn about connected speech, okay? So do you know what the meaning of culture shock? Culture shock.
I don't. Shock.
When you, shock is the same as in Portuguese, choque, okay? It is similar to choque de cultura, okay? Culture shock. It's when you move from your city to another city, to another region. So you are an example. So you moved from João Pessoa to São Paulo. So I think you had a lot of culture shock.
Yes.
People in São Paulo have a culture, a completely different culture if we compare it to João Pessoa, to northeast of Brazil. So culture shock, the meaning of culture shock, it is choque de cultura. When you go to another place, when you move to another country, to another region, to another state,
Okay.
and you have this first shock, and it is related to culture, okay? The manner of the population, of the people, how they eat, how they talk, how they behave, okay? So this is the meaning of culture shock in general, okay? So we're going to start by this reading. So we're going to read it. You're going to read it, okay? You're going to read. It is about food, okay? One of the main problems related to culture shock, it is food. Because when you migrate or when you move to another place, for me, the main key is the food. Okay? I think for me, I love Brazilian food and I love Northeast food from Paraíba. So I like cuscuz, I like puxada, I like bode, I like everything. And when I travel to São Paulo, for an example, I usually eat a lot of fast food or Italian. I like Italian in São Paulo, but it is different, okay? Cuscuz in São Paulo is not the same. It's not the same. Have you tried cuscuz paulista?
I hate.
It is ugly.
It is ugly.
It doesn't look good.
Não deveria ser chamado de cuscuz.
Deveria
ter outro nome.
Yes, yes, I agree.
And cuscuz here, it costs 80.
8 reais?
Yes.
A bag of cuscuz? Really? That's expensive.
Yeah.
Travou um pouquinho. Are you listening?
Sim.
Yes. So let's talk about this point, okay, related to culture shock, about food. So here we have the person and where the person is from, Ukraine here, and the food they eat in Ukraine. In this case, a sandwich, okay? So we have him from Pakistan, Natasha from Belarus, Tara from India, and Julie from Canada. Okay, so they're gonna describe some culture shock they had. Okay, so you can start reading.
Things I didn't know until until I got here. What was a surprise for you when you come to live in the US?
So Lina.
Continue?
Yes.
Lina from Ukraine. When I eat out with my husband or friends, we usually share because serving size are huggy and we don't want all that food. But You
Huge,
can,
okay?
no.
Huge. It is the
Huge?
size. Okay, huge. You can continue,
Quer
sorry.
dizer grande?
Yes, yes.
Tá.
It's the same as. Bem grande, okay, huge.
Okay. But you can take home everything you don't eat. And I like that. In the winter, you often see people on the street or the subway who are wearing just a t-shirt when it's really cold outside.
So Lena had an experience in the US, yeah, so it is related to how her culture from Ukraine differs from the US. So I used to live in the US and I agree with her. Everything in the US is huge. A sandwich is gonna be the double of a sandwich here. The drinks, like a Coca, a Coke, it's gonna be the double. They have a cup of a liter of Coke. A liter, litrão de Coca, assim. And they drink, walking down the street, they drink a liter of Coke. They have huge sizes. So when you order a food in the US, you're gonna split it with 3-4 people. Everything is huge. Okay. Do you have any questions about the text? This part about Lena?
Gente, eu ainda tenho dificuldade de ler e já ir entendendo as palavras. Geralmente eu vou mais no automático, assim, e aí eu tenho que parar para entender o que foi que eu falei.
Mas é normal, certo? Geralmente, quando o aluno lê ensaio, ele não presta atenção no sentido, ele presta atenção em como vai falar a palavra.
Nossa, eu tenho muita raiva disso.
Mas se tu quiser, pode ler de novo e ver se tu tem alguma dúvida sobre alguma palavra, tá? Sem problema, pode ler de novo.
Tá. Lê alto de novo?
Não pode ler para você, porque senão tu não vai entender de novo.
Tá, eu tô entendendo assim, ela fala, quando ela saiu para comer com o esposo e os amigos, eles geralmente compram os tamanhos grandes. Nós não queremos toda aquela comida, porque é muita. Mas você pode levar para casa. Isso é bom. É isso? Verão.
Eu gosto.
As pessoas.
Winter, inverno, tá? Ok,
inverno. Inverno. Eu pensei em inverno e falei verão. Verão é summer. As pessoas na rua ou no trem.
Metrô.
Metrô. Trem é como? É train, né?
Train, Mas trem é mais de viagem longa, né? Aí, se for subway, ou quando é na superfície. Subway é metrô.
No inverno, você vê pessoas na rua ou no metrô que estão... O quê?
Wearing. Usando apenas uma camisa. Wearing just a t-shirt when it is really cold. Okay? It is really cold outside. It is cold, but they just have a t-shirt. They don't care about the temperature. They are used to cold temperatures. Okay? So they don't use a lot of clothes. They just use a t-shirt. And she thinks is kind of strange because usually when it is cold, you can see people with a lot of clothes, okay? A lot of layers. Well, in João Pessoa, if it rains, you're gonna see someone with a hoodie, moletomzinho, if it rains.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, Rahim, Pakistan. He's from Pakistan.
Rahim from Pakistan. Rahim from Pakistan. Assim, Pakistan.
Pakistan.
When people speak to their boss and to their teachers, they call them by their first name. They do the same to old people too, even when they don't know them well. It does not seem polite to me.
Polite, okay, polite.
Polite to me. Que boss?
So, boss, the person above you in your job. O seu chefe, ok? Your boss, he's above you.
Tá. Tá falando quando as pessoas falam com o chefe e com o professor, eles chamam pelo primeiro nome.
By the first name, yes. They call them. In the US, they use a lot of the first names, I guess. I used to call my teachers using their last names, but yeah, in the US, they are more informal. They are more informal than I think in Pakistan. Okay?
Tá, entendi. A pronúncia do to de também é a mesma do to 2? A forma de falar?
To. To. It's very similar, okay? A diferença é quando é só o to their boss, okay? When people speak to their boss, é mais curta, né? To. E aqui é to or to. Mas é muito parecido, não tem tanta diferença, não. Você vai pegar mais pelo contexto, ok?
Tá.
Let's see Natasha.
Natasha from Belarus. The American president's salary is about the same as a doctor's. He isn't the richest person in the country. That surprised me. Some hospitals. Some hospitals are like smart hotels. Eu sempre fico na dúvida do H.
It depends, but in this case, it's hotels. Okay, hotels, like in Nara hotels.
Tá. But a lot of people can't go there because they don't have medical insurance. Also, doctors don't always explain everything to their patients. In my country, here they tell you everything.
Okay, so be careful here, okay? The richest, okay? Richest. O mais rico, okay?
O presidente não é a pessoa mais rica do país.
Yes. She's comparing hospitals in Belarus to hospitals in the US. So she's saying that hospitals in the US are like smart hotels. So they look like hotels, not like hospitals. But a lot of people can go because they don't have medical insurance. So we can guess that in Belarus, they have more access to public hospitals. Okay, because in the US, they don't have public hospitals. They have to pay for everything. So I think it's the culture shock. Also, doctors don't always explain everything to their patients in my country. Here, they tell you everything. So in Belarus, the doctors, they don't explain everything detail by detail. And in the US, they do. They tell you everything. I think. Do you think in Brazil they tell everything to the patients or they don't? Here in Brazil. What do you think? You think the doctors, se eles falam tudo?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. Most of the time, they tell everything to the patients. Okay?
Porque aí ele está falando que em Belarus os médicos telefonam?
No.
Não, qual é que é a chamada?
Explain, ok? Tell. Tell é contar, ok? Here they tell you everything. Eles te contam tudo, eles te falam tudo, eles te detalham tudo, ok? Explain. First, she uses explain everything. Then she
entendi.
uses tell, okay?
Do Brasil, sim, também.
Yeah. Eu não tenho muito costume de ir para o hospital. Eu não sei como é. Mas assim, quando a pessoa vai numa consulta, eles falam, né?
Sim.
Falam tudo. Okay? Let's hear from Tara.
Sarah from India. I couldn't believe the tipping system. For example, in places like a hair salon. Salon.
Salon. Mm-hmm.
You cut my hair and I pay you a lot. Why do I need to give you a tip too? Public transportation can be dangerous in India, but I was on the subway here in New York, going home late at night.
Late
At night.
Yes.
When a group of people got on. They were very loud and we were frightened. But at the next stop, two police officers got on. The people stopped shouting when they saw the police. I felt really safe. Essa foi mais difícil.
Yes. So here in the first part, she's talking about the tipping system in the US. So everything you go, to get a haircut or to restaurants or to do anything, you have to tip. Okay? Do you know the meaning of tip?
No.
Gorjeta. Okay? If you go to a hair salon and you're going there to cut your hair, you're gonna pay for the cut and then you have to pay more as a tip. Okay? In the US, they usually, tips are a obligation. If you don't tip a person, you're gonna be rude. Você vai ser mal educado, certo? Nos Estados Unidos, você tem que dar gorjeta para tudo que você imaginar, você dá gorjeta. Qualquer serviço que uma pessoa fizer para você, você tem que dar. Se você chamar a pessoa para pintar a sua casa, você vai pagar o preço de pintar a casa e você tem que dar uma tip. Tem que dar uma tip para tudo. Uber, você vai no Uber e você dá uma tip para tudo. Do Uber, quando você sai do Uber. Não está incluso no valor, eles dão essa tip. Por quê? Porque lá eles trabalham, é confuso, né? É até problemático, eles trabalham por hora, eles não têm nenhum direito, né? Eles não têm alimentação, eles não têm transporte, eles não têm nada. Aí é como se o cliente que pagasse esse direito também. Só que não é obrigatório, assim, por lei, né? Mas é obrigatório socialmente.
Sim.
Você tem que dar, senão você vai ser mal educado. Tem restaurante que nem paga salário para o garçom, ele vive de tip. Tipo, se você não der a tip para o garçom, ele não vai receber nada, não tem salário.
Oxi! Meu Deus.
Os Estados Unidos é bem problemático em relação a isso.
Não sabia. Aí onde tem they were very loud and we were frightened. O que seria loud?
They were making a lot of noise. Okay? Noise, barulho. So when you make a lot of noise, you are being loud. Okay? Fazem barulhento. Okay? Loud is barulhento. So they were very loud and we were frightened. Frightened is the same as scared. When you have fear of something. Okay? Tá com muito medo. Quando está com muito medo, você usa a palavra frightened. Okay? You are frightened. Você está com muito medo. Você está bem muito assustado. Okay? It is similar to scary. Okay? They could use we were scared. Okay? Scared.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go for Julia.
Julia from Canada. My husband is from Ecuador, and when he first arrived, he was really surprised by his salary.
Salary.
As a chef, he could earn enough money to pay bills, buy food, pay rent, have a good social life, and buy luxuries like
Luxuries. This one is
like
difficult.
huh?
Pode continuar, desculpa. Eu fui falando.
Like our Xbox. In Quito, he worked 15 hours a day and more on the weekend, and they earned half the money.
Okay, so here they're talking about another thing. Okay, so in Ecuador, her husband, the husband of Julie, okay, Julie's
Sim.
husband, he used to be paid less. Okay, so when he worked as a chef, let me close here. When he used to work as chef in Ecuador, he didn't have money to pay for everything, and he still have luxury like a video game or to have a good social life. Okay, in the US, he's paid more for being a chef, so it was his culture shock. Okay, he has more money now than when he was in Quito, in Ecuador. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions about any words here?
Pay bills seria o quê?
Boletos.
Bills?
Pagar
Boleto?
boletos. Bills, contas. Okay? Pay the bills, buy food, pay rent. Okay?
Ok. Aí, nesse caso, tá falando que no Canadá ele é chefe agora e ele tem uma vida melhor, não é?
Yes.
E que no Equador. Tá, entendi.
Yes. Let's go to here. So letter B. Read some posts on a forum. These ones, okay? Which topic don't they mention? So here we have clothes, exercise, food, health, money, and transportation. Did anyone talk about clothes? About clothing?
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Lena, yeah? Lena talked about clothes.
Lena.
How about exercise? Did someone talk about exercise? I think it's this one. Yeah. So they don't mention anything about exercise. They talk about food. Yes.
Yes.
Lena talked about food. Health. No. I think Natasha talked about health. Okay. Yes. About the hospitals and medical insurance, doctors explaining or not. Okay. Money.
Yes.
Julie talked about money. Correct. And transportation also. Tara. She talked about public transportation in India comparing to the US. So I think it is exercise. Let's just check. Correct. Okay. No one talked about exercise, just about clothes, food, health, money, and transportation. Let's go to letter C. So read the post again. We don't need to read it again. Match the sentences 1 through 9 to the people who said them. Okay. You're gonna tell me if 1 through 9, which person said it. Okay. Which person talked about this topic. So let me zoom in. Can you read the first one?
Okay, salaries without working hard. Is Julie.
Hard. Julie?
Hard.
Yes. She talked about her husband, yeah? So
yes.
He could get paid more and without working as much as he was working in Ecuador.
Yes.
2.
Qual a pronúncia da última palavra?
Hard. Okay. Working hard. 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 2, we can read 2.
Some people don't dress warmly in the winter.
Some people don't dress warmly in the winter. Who talked about clothing? Remember?
Lena.
Anna?
É para falar a pessoa, não é isso?
Yes, yes.
Tá.
Let me zoom out. We can see more. Okay. 3.
Tá. The president isn't paid very well. It's Natasha.
Natasha. 4.
People don't always speak politely to
Politely.
politely,
Politely.
to older people.
Which one? You remember? Someone talks about talking to their professors, to their bosses, teachers, by the first name.
Rahim.
Rahim. Rahim. Correct. 5, number 5.
People have a really big serving size when they eat out. Lena.
Lena. Yes. 6.
Some hospitals are incredibly luxurious. Luxurious?
Luxurious. Yes. Luxurious.
It's Natasha.
Correct. 7.
You can travel safely on public transportation. Tara.
Correct. 8.
Doctors speak very openly to their patients. It's Natasha.
Natasha again, yes. And the last one, 9.
You pay people well to do their job and then you give them more money.
We'll talk about
Julie.
Julie, yeah? Julie?
Julie. No?
Yes. So when they say like, and then you give them more money, for me, it's Natasha, it's Tara. When she talked about tipping, the tipping system, okay? I think it's Tara. Sarah. Let's check. Yes, it was Tara. Okay, everything's correct.
Okay.
So here in this part of the lesson, they use a lot of adverbs, okay? Hard is an adverb, warmly is an adverb, well is an adverb, politely, really, very, incredibly, okay? Safely, very openly, and well. So here in this lesson, we saw a lot of adverbs that can describe some adjectives, some nouns, okay?
Okay.
And some verbs, okay? So now we're gonna go for the grammar, okay? We're gonna talk about adverbs. So letter A, look at the highlighted phrases with adverbs in the sentence 1 to 9 that we already saw, okay? The ones that I was talking about here, this underlined, highlighted, okay, I'm sorry. Choose A or B to complete the rules. Okay, let me zoom out again. Zoom in, sorry. So we have number 1, regular adverbs. Okay, when we have an adverb, you can have a regular and you can have a irregular. When you have a irregular adverb, you can change the word completely, or you can use the same adverb, okay? But when you have a regular, you just have to add something to the end, okay? Do you think it is L-Y or L-L-Y? Which one do you think? You're
Vai
gonna add.
repetir?
Não. Tu acha que é o A ou B? Quando a gente tem regular adverbs. Certo? Porque o advérbio, a gente vai pegar o adjetivo e vai colocar uma terminação, né? Ou
Eu
a
achei
gente...
que eu já tinha visto com os dois, com o L, Y.
Com dois L's,
Y.
ó. Vai ser com
Só um
só
L.
L, Y, okay? Just one L. Lie, okay? Just like warmly, okay? Warm is an adjective. Quente, né? Quentinho, confortável. Warm.
Eu acho que eu confundi por causa do really, mas o really tem
Really?
já é do real, não é?
Yes.
Só acrescentou o L e Y. Tá.
Yes. Okay. So you just have to add one L and Y. Okay.
Ok.
Now for the used of adverbs. Okay. Adverbs describe nouns or verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs.
Não.
You say. Are you sure? They're gonna, just like in Portuguese, they're gonna describe a verb, another adjective, or another adverb. Okay? Not nouns.
Okay.
What describes nouns is adjectives.
Tô mal no português.
It's okay. I have problems with Portuguese too. E às vezes eu mesma confundo.
Ai, meu Deus, chega sexta-feira, uma hora dessa, eu já tô trocando Jesus por Genésio, mas bora.
Now let's review the position. So where is the adverb positioned? Okay? An adverb can go before, here, adverbs go before a verb or a verb phrase, or after a verb or a verb phrase. Before or after the verb.
After,
okay?
After, very well. After.
Okay, so we have some examples here. You can travel safely, speak very often, pay well, okay, working hard, okay?
Okay.
And what about another adverb or adjective? It's gonna be before or after. Another adverb or adjective. It's gonna be before or after. Before, okay? It's gonna be before another adverb, okay? Just like very well, okay? Really is before a adjective, okay? So before.
Okay.
Very openly, another adverb describing another adverb, openly, okay? That's it. Okay? Incredibly luxurious, okay? Incrivelmente luxuoso. So incredibly, it's before the adjective, okay?
Okay.
So it's gonna be before. Check. So everything's correct. So we have two types of adverbs, regular and irregular. If it is regular, you have to add L and I. For the use of an adverb, you're gonna use four verbs to describe verbs, adjectives, or another adverb. For the positioning, if it is related to a verb, you put it after the verb. Sempre quando for verbo vai ser depois, after the verb. And if you are describing an adjective or another adverb, it's gonna be before. Okay, it's gonna be before. Alguma dúvida? Any questions?
Teacher, eu posso falar other adverbs ou another? Dá no mesmo, né?
You have to use another. Okay, another. É uma outra lição chatinha, né? Other, another.
É confuso.
Você tem que... Vamos pro Grammar Bank.
Qual é a página dessa aula de hoje?
Eita. 87. 87.
Tá. Que eu vou ter que revisar essas coisas.
Let's see the rules of the adverbs, okay? So, we can see adverbs of manner, okay? Adverbs of manner. We use these adverbs to describe how people do things, okay? How you do things, okay? So, adverbs usually go after the verb or the verb phrases, just as a review. And we have some adverbs that are regular and irregular, okay? So here, we usually form adverbs using lie, and some adverbs are irregular. They can be the same, or it can be the opposite, okay? They can be very different, okay? Let's see some examples. Let me zoom in. So here, we have some adjectives. So every adverb, it's gonna be related to an adjective. So slow, it's gonna be slowly. Quick, it's gonna be quickly. Bad, it's gonna be badly. Careful, it's gonna be carefully. Look, here we have two L's because careful has an L, okay?
Yes.
That's why. If the adjective ends with a Y, you have to take the Y down and put a I, okay? So healthy, it's gonna be healthily, okay? Easy, it's gonna be easily, okay? You don't use Y before L-Y. Você não pode ter Y, um L e um Y, ok? Então, sempre que o adjetivo terminar com Y, tira o Y, coloca um I, e L e o LY depois, ok?
Possible.
Another rule is when the adjective ends with E, you take out the E and put a Y, okay? L-E, okay? L-E. You take out the E and put the Y, okay? These two rules, okay? And for the irregulars, we have good, fast, and hard. Good, always gonna be well, okay? Good, always gonna be well. Fast, it's gonna be the same, the adjective and the adverb. And hard also is gonna be the same. The adverb and the adjective, okay? They don't change, just good. Okay. Good's always gonna be well, okay? You just have to remember these three. The other is gonna be L-Y, okay? E esses advérbios of manner, they describes how things are made, okay? How. Always remember, when we are talking about adverbs of manner, é como se fosse de como as coisas são feitas. É como se você estivesse explicando uma metodologia, ok?
Okay.
Or you can see very and really. They are used to show intensity, okay? Intensity.
Okay.
So if you see very and really, or incredibly, or I think it's just a very, incredibly, really. I don't remember all that. Yes, that's it. Quando a gente fala muito, muito, muito alguma coisa, certo?
Certo.
Great, you can use great, but it is not an adverb. If it is an adverb, it's going to be really, incredibly, and very, okay? Pode perguntar, can ask.
Essa terceira, they speak really slowly.
Really slowly.
Porque o really que é o advérbio, mas o slowly também, né?
Os dois são, they both are adverbs, okay? But really is an adverb that describes another adverb, ok? Ele entra no caso de um advérbio que descreve outro advérbio.
Porque seria, eles falam realmente vagarosamente, alguma coisa assim?
É muito, muito devagar, ok?
Ah, tá.
Esse
Então,
really vai ser muito, vai ser
Ah,
nesse
tá.
sentido de muito, ok? Really, very, incredibly é tipo, muito, 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 né? Incrivelmente rápido, ok? Esse
Entendi.
really, ele vai vir como intensidade. Aí que ele fala, ó, we use the adverbs very, really, incredibly to modify adjectives or other adverbs. So we use an adverb to describe another adverb, to change, okay? To put more intensity. É quando eu falo they speak really slowly, aí eles falam muito devagar. Eu estou piorando devagar, né? Eu estou piorando o advérbio, então eu estou modificando ele. Eu
Mas
descrevo também.
eu posso traduzir também o really para realmente? Não, fica errado, né?
Fica, certo? Nesse caso, sim, ele como advérbio, ele sempre vai dar essa
Tá.
questão de intensidade,
De muito.
como se fosse muito. So they speak really slowly, eles falam muito rápido.
Entendi.
Você pode traduzir, às vezes, não fica tão errado não você falar. Eles falam realmente devagar, certo? Vai vir também dando intensidade, não tem
Sim.
problema. Mas vai ser nesse sentido de intensidade,
Tá.
de muito, ok? In this case here, they always go before the adjective or the adverb, certo? A gente nunca vai ver um very sozinho. A gente nunca vai ver um really sozinho, or incredibly sozinho, certo? Eles sempre vão vir para descrever um adjetivo ou another adverb, ok? Se eu falo, she is very beautiful, certo? Beautiful é um adjetivo, então eu estou usando o very para dizer que ela é muito bonita. She is very beautiful, certo? She is really smart. She is really smart. Quer dizer que ela é muito inteligente, ela é muito esperta, certo? Então, ele vem também para descrever tanto os adjetivos, normalmente, ou algum outro advérbio. Ok?
Ok.
Ok? And that's it. That's it. Aqui ele só dá aquela exceção, certo? Carefully. Tem que ter esses dois L's, ok? Careful, carefully. Let's go to the exercise. Let's do this letter A, okay? So you have to choose. It's gonna be an adjective or an adverb, okay? In the example, it is people drive very dangerous. Or dangerously.
Dangerously.
Então, quando você fala, as pessoas dirigem muito perigosamente, ok? Se você fala muito perigoso, não faz sentido, certo? People drive very dangerous.
Sim, sim.
Não faz sentido. Ok? People drive very dangerously. Okay? Number 1. He wrote down her email
carefully.
Okay? Com cuidado, né? Cuidadosamente. Carefully. He wrote down her email carefully. 2.
My neighbors' children aren't very polite.
In this case, it is adjective.
Porque o advérbio já está antes, very. Polite.
E quando ele usa o verb to be, a gente já pensa no adjetivo, certo?
Sim, sim.
É
o que é.
So, children are very polite. Se fosse para dizer politely, poderia ser my neighbor's children act very politely. Eles agem, né? Act very politely. Se fosse nesse sentido, mas como aqui é o verb to be, a gente já pega para o adjetivo. 3.
My niece. Que é isso?
Sobrinha, ok? Sobrinha.
Ah, tá.
Niece.
My niece plays the piano. Fala assim?
Piano.
Beautifully.
Okay. How she plays. So it is describing how she plays the piano. So she plays the piano beautifully. Okay.
Beautifully.
4.
Fast food is very unhealthy. Sem
Unhealthy.
o L,
Mhm.
I.
Yeah. Because verb to be, verb to be is we are describing. When you describe something, you have to use an adjective. So fast food is very unhealthy. Comida, fast food, né? A gente não traduz. Fast food não é muito saudável, né? Como é que é a palavra não saudável? É não saudável, mas a gente tem...
não saudável.
A gente não tem uma palavra que nem unhealthy, né? Em português.
É não saudável.
Number 5.
Old people often walk very slow.
Often walk very slow or
Very
slowly?
Slowly.
Okay. How they walk? They walk very slowly. Okay, very slowly.
Okay.
6.
About a real sheep bag at the sale.
But here is an adjective.
Really.
Really, okay? I bought
Muito
a
barato.
really cheap, yes, a really cheap bag at the sale. Okay? Real, ele vem como outro adjetivo, né? Real. Aí seria uma bolsa barata e real, né? Não faria tanto sentido.
Sim.
Okay? 8.
My friend é 7, né?
Desculpa, sorry. Number 7.
My friend sings very well.
Very well. Okay? Good, it's never gonna be an adverb. Se a gente fala good, my friend is a good singer. Okay? A good singer. Não very. When you see very, adverb. Okay? Very adverb. 8.
My sister speaks Spanish perfectly. Perfectly. Não fala o T, né? Perfectly, sem o T.
Perfectly. Perfectly. 9.
My will.
We wear.
Meu Deus, me tirei tudo.
Tu leu mais, tu leu de cima. It's okay. We wear casual or occasionally?
Casual clothes to work.
Okay, it's gonna be another adjective. Okay? Roupas casuais, né? Casual clothes to work. And the last one, number 10.
The view from the top is incredibly beautiful. Incredibly.
Beautiful. Okay? Incredibly.
E qual a diferença do outro? Incredible.
Incredible.
Tá. Incredible.
A pronúncia é incredible e incredibly. Não fala bly, não. Fala bli. Como se fosse um i mesmo. Incredibly. Ok?
Tá.
Let's check. So, everything's correct. Right? Nesse caso aqui, ó, como é um adjetivo, beautiful is an adjective. So, before, when you are describing something beautiful, you have to use this modifier. Okay? It is incredibly beautiful. Você poderia falar também, ó, the view from the top is incredible. Ponto. Né?
Sim, sem
mas
o
se você
beautiful.
bota sem o beautiful, mas se você coloca o beautiful, tem que ser incredibly beautiful. Ok? Any questions about this? Do you have any questions?
No. I don't.
So that's it. I'm gonna finish the class because anyone can. So next class we're gonna finish this part. Okay. So see you Friday. Okay.
Okay.
Have a nice weekend. Nice weekend.
You too.
And thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.